obviously today it was kind of crazy from my perspective. I see Tristan goes, I'm like, oh wow, okay. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a second, Will went too. What was that
Yeah.
like for you to have that back to back?
I was watching the draft, like literally just on my computer, the stream was going on, and I was getting a call from my advisors, and we were talking about deals, blah, 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 what was happening. And then I was in mid call talking about a deal, and I see Tristan go. So like I had that visual, like vivid memory of that. And I saw him go, and I was like, oh, blah. I said a swear word. I said, oh, Tristan just went. And then my advisor was like, yeah, he did just go. And so then we discussed some more deals, and then 6 picks later after the Yankees, it was the Giants at 106.
Dang, man. And obviously I know you're from San Jose, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So pretty close to home here.
It,
That's
I,
got to be
I've been
pretty
a,
cool.
yeah, I've been a Giants fan my whole life. My parents are very happy for this moment. My whole family has been Giants fans, like just based since I started playing baseball, they became Giants fans because they were the close team and such. And my mom is very, very happy with what happened. So I mean, it's a dream come true. I mean, it's cliche to say, but it's true.
But it truly is in this case.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get people who are like, oh, dream come true. But yours is actually, you probably dreamt of this since you were a kid, right?
absolutely. This is funny actually. I have it right here. I was asked mom to get it. There's a picture of me and Sergio Romo when he was on the Giants. And this is it's when I was 10 years old. We won the BV Pony World Series, something like that, and we got to go on the field and meet the whole Giants team. So it's a pretty special moment.
That's awesome, man. Did you know that was a possibility heading into today? I know I talked to Tristan. He said you guys have advisors and they kind of let you know what teams are interested. Did you know this would happen?
Yeah. So last night, my advisor said that he talked to the Giants president. And they were considering a third round pick for me. So I was definitely excited about that. But then in the morning, a bunch of teams were scrambling and calling and such like that. So they had interest. I didn't know it was going to come out of nowhere. Like it came out of nowhere, like 5 picks before, like I said. But yeah, they definitely had interest from the start. They followed me from the start, and I had interest in them. So it's a very, like I said, it's a dream come true.
Well, for you this season, obviously you had the injury, didn't get to play the whole time. I imagine some ups and downs. What's it like for that all kind of, roller coaster ride? It still ends up here. I imagine a place that you envisioned or dreamed of.
Yeah. It was tough. I mean, that was my draft season, like they say draft season or whatever. And when I got hurt, I was just like, when's this gonna, it was an injury where I had to let it recover. I couldn't really do much. I couldn't strengthen it. I couldn't do a PRP shot or whatever, cortisone, all that. So I just had to let it recover. And watching Tristan and Gabe pitch every weekend, I was definitely jealous, but I was so happy for what they were doing. And happy for Owen stepping up, obviously. And when I came back, I knew I had to make that my moment, like we were talking about earlier. Um, in my moment, I was very happy with what happened in the end. Definitely coming back strong. And I know that teams like to see that, like to see you bounce back from injury strong. It's never fun for a team seeing a guy get injured and then having to trust that going into the minor league process, So it was tough, but you know what, we persevered, and I'm very happy for that.
Yeah. Do you know next steps here? I know obviously with all this, you got to come to agreement with the contract, all that stuff. But has there been any talk of the next steps for you in this
Yeah.
process?
I had a call with the area scout this morning, the one that I've been talking to for the last few months, and he said get down to Arizona either like Thursday. Today's Monday, so either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, somewhere around there. Sign a contract, get going, get assessed, get in housing and stuff like that. And I don't know if he doesn't know if I'm going to throw many innings yet, but he just thought about overall just starting to train, getting it assessed to me. Like they're very individualized. Like a lot of teams are individualizing workouts these days. So get assessed down there in Arizona, and then hopefully if I throw innings, start to move up the system.
There you go. I was trying to think, you in that farm system, I'm pretty sure you could wind up playing here in Spokane, right?
No, that's Rockies. That's with Gabe.
I know, but wouldn't they play at a Vista? What's their high A team?
Oh, it's Eugene. So I think we would play.
It would be.
Yeah,
it is Eugene.
yeah. So we would play at Spokane if we went up there for a road series.
Right.
Yeah.
What would that be like for you to potentially play against Gabe here in Spokane still?
Now that's a dream. Like playing for the Giants in general is a dream, but playing against Gabe, because I know it's going to happen in the future. Don't know if it's going to be at the same time in high A. And if it's in Spokane, I can't imagine that'd be a cool deal, especially pitching against him. If he's whatever roles we have and such like that, that'd be a dream come true in itself. I would just smile the whole time, probably.
That'd be pretty wild.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Just going back to Spokane's gonna be fun. I'll probably come back up in the fall just to see some friends, work out at the weight room, see Nick and our trainer up there, Nick Carlone. So see the coaches and everything, all my friends that are still there.
All right. We'll still see you around here then.
Absolutely. I'll find my way back up there.
Okay. So talking about like the guys going here today. So obviously you and Tristan, but then you have Brody going too. And then you throw in the mix of the madness of Gabe going 10th, which was not expected by any means. Like it's all been a whirlwind. What's it like for you guys as a core, like all four of you getting drafted, and have you guys been talking about it while it's been happening?
Yeah, we have an iMessage group chat. We've been talking for sure. We just keep in touch with each other because we're really proud of each and every one of everybody. We're proud of each other. And from the start, I mean, obviously we're the same grade, so we came in at the same time and we started working our butts off. And overall, the work just paid off. That's just how it was. And we invested as much time as possible, and we never took anything for granted. We would go to the field every day, talking to each other, learning new stuff from each other. What are you working on? What are you working on? So always learning from each other. And that was a blessing to have those three guys next to me, and them bouncing off of each other was freaking awesome. So it was a whirlwind for sure. Seeing Gabe at 10, I started crying. I was so happy for him. And I screamed. I was genuinely shocked, but also Coach Harmon called it. He said Gabe at 10 to the Rockies. He said it first. That was like 2 months ago or a month ago or something like that. So it was a little bit in the mix, but then seeing Tristan go right before me, I was like, oh crap. It was still in the moment, like I told you, but I texted them. I'm so happy for them. I'm happy for every single one of us.
Yeah, now you guys kind of, there's so many of you right now, four of you, you can keep that group chat going, I imagine, as you progress. Talk about the minors.
Yeah, that's the cool part, is like just keeping in touch, like always learning. Yeah, we're all guys who want to bounce off each other, like I said. So continuing that into the pros is gonna be a real good thing.
Yeah, man. Trying to think, did I miss hitting on anything you think I should ask you about when it comes to all today in general?
I mean, honestly, like you touched on the hometown team, like, that's a big part of it. Like I'm very happy. A lot of people know that. I mean, I've been a Giants fan my whole life, and a lot of my friends are from the Bay still. So I'm very happy with that how that outcome came to be. And third round's pretty cool. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know. I'm just excited to get to work, to say the least. I mean, I love working hard, and all four of us Zags, I know we love working hard. So excited to see the progress and the growth we're gonna make in these next few months and next few years.